Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures on a, well, as you can hear, quite windy day here on the allotment, and I'm doing several things today. I'm unfortunately having to have the tree at the back taken down. If you don't remember that last year I showed you, it's got a wire fence cutting it in half. But unfortunately it's in such a state now that it's become rather dangerous, and in winds like this, well, it could come down on any time when it's near a couple of sheds and things. So unfortunately they're coming next week to do that. The bonus is, for me, is that I get plenty of wood for my wood burner, which is rather nice, and lots of shreddings, which means I can put down a fantastic path here on the allotment. So I'm really looking forward to using those. It's just unfortunate the tree has to go, and that's life, unfortunately. Now, speaking of life, whilst clearing out there, I found an old bag here that's been there for, must be at least 2 or 3 years. And look at this, leaf mould, rotten manure. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a few twigs in it, but I'm not bothered about that. So what I should do is, I should clear all this out later and put it down and dig it into the soil. It'll be absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to use that. With regards to things in the greenhouse, I brought a couple in here to show you. And here, in this little plastic pot, again, homemade, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the moment, beautiful cucumber plants, and they're racing ahead, and I keep having to make sure that they're well watered and well fed, and they love the light. They shoot up, not as much as the broad beans will shoot up, and I'll show you some pictures in a moment of the broad beans, but I'll show you some photographs of these close up as well. And in this one I brought in, I've got some broccoli. Now, what's lovely to do at this time of year, because things are growing in the greenhouse, there's no wind or there's nothing to affect them really, and so their little stems here get a little weak. So all you have to do once a day is give them a little brush, as if the wind's happening, and the stems will grow strong. Isn't that lovely? And I do that with my lettuce. In fact, everything that's in there that's growing, I tend to do that, and it really strengthens the stems up, because obviously they think it's windy. They don't realise it's me. So I think that's a lovely technique. Now, I'm going posh. I have got here a soil pH testing kit, soil testing solution, barium sulfate soil testing powder, an empty little jar. You put your soil in there, and as you can see here, I'll bring it a little closer, we've got all the different colours that I presume the liquid will turn into, depending on whether or not it's acid, alkaline, slightly acid, or very acid. Wow, look at that red. So there's a little soil testing kit. You can get probes that just go into the soil, but I thought I'd have a little go at this one. I'm going to potter off into the greenhouse, and we'll show you the rest of the plants that are shooting up here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Well, I'm here next to some pie plants. Now these are absolutely fantastically amazing broad beans. I kid you not, they must grow ½ an inch a day. They're amazing things, and they really like it inside the greenhouse. And here we have leeks down this aisle, and we've got onions down here, and at the moment they look identical, but as you know, they're completely different. Well, one's round and one's upright. They're still part of the same family. Here I've got my lovely potatoes, and they're chitting rather nicely. They're coming along beautifully. Over here I have my lettuces, and these are just cut and grow lettuce, so they will just keep growing. I'm going to repot these, but every day I just give them either that with my hand or a little blow. Now over here, in this, obviously, which I showed the other week, here we have, look, the old carton, and in there some more lettuce. It really enjoys it. I've got flowers here, and these are sweet peas, and they're shooting up too. I've got a bit of onions in there. Now under the bottom I have some French marigolds, and they're coming along nicely, and of course they will go alongside the tomatoes, and because they attract the aphids away from my tomatoes, and I've got some coming. These are just lovely little cherry tomatoes, and I've got some deep cherry tomatoes. Well, this is all the excitement inside the greenhouse, and well, we'll see you again very shortly on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures.